teams really get it done on the offensive end.
Here we go.
Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Steps back and fires. Yes, on the jumper.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
Russell against Brooks. From deep, Morant. Rebound, Minnesota. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Outside Bain takes a 3. He's off on that one.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Russell against Brooks. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Here's Gobert. Here's Towns. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks from the arc. He buries it from 3.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Here's Russell. Brooks with the rebound.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Morant finds Adams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Morant against Edwards. On the wing, Brooks. Stolen by Russell. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Edwards can't hit. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from deep. And it's Morant off the drive. Here's Brooks. Pass to Bain. Brooks outside. Jackson outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Here's Russell. And the shot goes down.
You like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
Memphis trailing here. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Pass to Jackson. That one is off. And some solid defense from Towns. And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Puts up a 3. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Memphis the other way. And it's Morant off the drive. Outside for Brooks. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Brooks has got 6 points.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
The shot by Russell, no good.
Getting nice and creative with the crossover. Unfortunately, he couldn't capitalize.
Jackson gets the bucket.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And he makes it. Russell's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Really textbook use of the dribble, getting inside to get his work done.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant with it. Prince is there. Kicks it out to Jackson. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. He's got 5.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Pass to Prince. Towns for 3. Drills it from deep.
You know what? You have bigs who can threaten you with the triple where you have to at least respect it. But when you think about Karl-Anthony Towns, in multiple seasons, he's hit over.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. 5 on the clock. And here's Morant outside. Minnesota with a rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
The finish! So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Ja Morant picks one up.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
We've seen the pace of the game ratchet up every year, Clark. Might that trend reverse at some point?
I don't think so, B. I mean, the game is meant to be played fast, and because of the potency of the three-point shot, the skill level of the players, the athleticism, I think you're going to continue to see teams play with a lot of pace because that's easier in terms of producing points.
Minnesota in the lead. And he lobs it up top.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Russell into the lane. And then Russell with the dunk.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
Memphis calls timeout. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Left side, Morant. Pass to Brooks. To stop the drought. Outside Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. From outside, off the mark.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Gobert finds Edwards. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Make some noise.
The Grizzlies have got nothing to go in this quarter, 0 for 5. While the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team. Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Edwards. Back to Prince. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Memphis has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Pass to Bain. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. On the wing, Brooks, guarded by Russell. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Inside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Right side, Morant. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Morant's got his first points of the game.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Pass to Prince. The crossover. Adams grabs the miss. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Morant, pass to Adams. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Edwards slams it in.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
And it's Morant off the drive. Then he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these
The previous play is under review.
even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Four seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson on the wing. Second chance effort. Good D by Gobert.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Here's Russell. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so
The Grizzlies 16, the Timberwolves 36.
we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You got to like what we're seeing from D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Xavier Tillman. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then there's Danny Green. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jones misses. The Timberwolves shooting 55% for the game so far. Right side, Russell. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jones in the post. Towns on him. Here's Conchar, guarded by Edwards. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Jones against Russell. Outside Jones. Takes the three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Down low.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket. You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability. But he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
Green for 3. And again, Memphis no good. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Russell. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Russell's got 11 points.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Timeout call, Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with a new group.
Here they come, fans. Your Grizzlies Breakers, make some noise. How about some more cheers for your Grizzlies Breakers? Give them a hand.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and he nails it from the high post. Give him 8 points now.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
To the middle. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And it's in there.
You know, we've seen a big jump from Russell in terms of his production. Now he's a legitimate scorer who can dominate a game with his offense.
Morant with it. Russell covering. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Morant. Deflected by Gobert. And here comes the break. And it's Towns with the power finish. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Hey, no good. And here's Minnesota now. This run now up to 13-2.
His third personal foul. Second team foul.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
Timeout call, Memphis.
Let me hear you.
1:19 left in the third. Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Bain. Russell to pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Just 4 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA
The previous play is under review.
policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good.
Your Grizzlies breakers, let them get
And both free throws good for Russell. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Morant. Up top Brooks. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And so Gobert nails both of them.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
And here's Morant outside. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Free throw is good from Russell. For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Now Edwards. 10 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Misses off the left iron. Memphis calls timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
The open shot, Morant. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Timberwolves ahead, running away with it. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Memphis shooting a low 26% from the field. Sinks it from distance. Morant's got 9 points now in the second half.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Lets the 3 fly. Minnesota with a rebound. Prince has got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Prince can't hit.
Well, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
Outside Morant to the paint. Adams, the pass to Jackson. And Jackson gets double-teamed. Pass to Adams. 6 on the shot clock. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
And for the Timberwolves, their shooting has been great this game, 58%. Outside Edwards. Stolen by Bane. Now here's Brooks. Pass to Bane. Jackson outside. Now here's Adams. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oh, there's the alley. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Morant against Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Prince. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
It's blocked by Gobert. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
And an intentional foul right there.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
And here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Beyond the arc.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for D'Angelo Russell.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Outside Bane. Outside for Brooks. There's the three. They get the rebound. Outside Morant. Outside Bane. Pass to Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Russell. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Towns. Launches a three. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at center.
I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Russell inside, defended by Paul. And up the court come the Suns on the break.
Ooh, okay.
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
Russell with it. Chris Paul covering. Russell, no good.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Outside Edwards. Out to Russell. Three-pointer. They get it back. Gobert. McDaniels finds Edwards. Another shot rejected by Booker. And he recovers it. Russell against Paul. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Pass to Booker. From deep. Rebound Minnesota. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. He's really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Paul kicks to Johnson. And the Suns miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Russell with it. Now guarded by Booker. Edwards against Paul. Edwards can't hit.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And here's Booker from the arc. Paul passes to Ayton. Buries it down low.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Russell looking it over. Dishes it to Edwards. He's looking for Russell and finds him. The rejection by Paul. With the crossover, Ayton finds Bridges. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 4. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Prince is checked in for Minnesota. Paul with the ball, picked up by Edwards. Bridges misses.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And here comes the break. Here's Ayton. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Timberwolves on offense. Outside Edwards. Over Booker. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Suns leading by 4. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Gobert with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Kicks it out to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Over Edwards. Booker, good.
That's what he does. Devin Booker with a beautiful shot there.
And here are the Timberwolves. Outside, Russell. Over to the left wing. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Paul's shot is off. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 6-point game. There's the lob to Towns. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
Kicks it out to Booker. And the wide open shot from Paul. Again, the miss by Paul. Russell left side. Whistle blows, and that's going to be a travel.
Phoenix ball.
We've reached the end of the first quarter. Suns lead by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
They have also been superb at blocking shots. Just the timing has been impeccable, setting the tone on the defensive end and making those guys think about what they're doing with the ball.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Paul dishes to Johnson. Ayton in the high post. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't called.
The drive by Russell. Outside, Towns. From downtown, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns leading by 3. Towns with the steal. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside, Edwards. Offensive rebound. Gobert. He can't get it to go. Phoenix has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Booker the pass to Ayton. Johnson at the elbow. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the slam dunk by Russell.
D'Angelo Russell just so dangerous with options in the fast break.
Russell against Paul. Booker in the corner. Phoenix no good that time either. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Paul against Russell. Paul kicks to Ayton. All up top. He's guarded by Russell. Clock at 6. Knocked away. Lets it go with a 3. Chris Paul, and that's good. And the Suns lead by 2. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Russell with it. He's picked up by Paul. Bridges with the steal. To the paint. Here's Booker. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
Russell inside, defended by Paul. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Russell. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Booker. He dishes it to Ayton. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Edwards with the stuff.
How about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Russell against Paul. The feed to Ayton. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Ayton's got 5.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Russell kicks to Towns. Top of the key. Here's Gobert. Over in the corner, Edwards. Got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instinct's just showing off from Russell there.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Bridges left side. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The Suns, 16.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Phoenix has possession. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And it's the Suns with the ball. Trailing by 2. Ayton uses the glass to finish the lead. Ayton's got 7 points in the game.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Outside, Edwards. No good with the triple.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. That's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Ball finds Ayton. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Russell. The rejection by Paul.
Always in position to make a play at either end. Chris Paul teed that one up nicely.
Paul looking around. On the wing, Bridges. Johnson outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Ayton. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
one of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
To the inside, and stolen by Booker. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. On the wing, Johnson fires for three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
3 points.
Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Edwards. Offensive rebound. Gobert the pass to Towns. Here's Russell. The kick out to Towns. 5 on the clock. Will it go? And they'll get another chance. Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Ball against Russell. On the wing, Johnson. Booker outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 5. Edwards dishes to Towns. And taken away by Paul. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's Ayton. The rebound by Prince. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And it's Russell missing. Phoenix leading by 5. Ayton with it. Now guarded by Towns. Johnson, the pass to Paul. And stolen by Prince. And they're pushing it up. And here's Edwards from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Edwards got 7 points.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
And a beautiful finish by Booker. And the Suns lead by 4.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Edwards inside, working on Booker. Towns wide open. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Here's Booker. Booker draws the double. And Phoenix with another turnover here. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 1-point game. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. And stolen by Ayton. And here's the fast break. Here's Booker. Jumps up. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, Booker's bringing some energy to this one. Always a threat to leak out and score in the open floor.
For 3, Edwards. He's off from 3. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. The kick out to Towns. They grab their own miss. Yes, that goes in. Gobert's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Minnesota.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Paul passes to Ayton. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Edwards dishes to Towns. Oh, that's offensive interference. Suns leading. Ball outside. Pass to Booker. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Towns for three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bridges has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 4.
Just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip.
Russell kicks to Towns. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, the energy from Bridges really helping out to help him collect those points.
Outside, Edwards. Russell a screen on Booker. For three, Edwards. That one, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. And Ayton gets double teamed. Booker with no one around. Another three for Phoenix.
Just such a gifted scorer. I mean, Devin Booker, a guy that drops 70 once in a game. You got to be kidding me.
And the pass to Gobert. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. He kicks to Russell. And they get it. And he uses the glass on the lane. 6 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Not the biggest guy on the floor, but still big for a guard and a lefty. It's a nice soft touch from D'Lo.
Bridges left side. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Call against Russell. Booker the pass to Bridges. Suns moving the ball around. Paul kicks to Bridges. 6 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe. And the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
The kick out to Towns. Russell trying to free himself up. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 4 points with the bucket from Towns.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is a guy you want to create for time and time again.
Here's Paul. Here's Ayton. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 56 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
You can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Here's Russell with the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Towns with the steal.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
It's stolen by Edwards. Timberwolves keep it alive. The tray. Good D by Booker.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Now here's Ayton. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
reporter, Allie LaForce. Obviously, this is the type of game the fans really get up for. So do we, and the players as well.
Yeah, we all can't wait. These are the types of games you mentally circle on the calendar. And it's a test for the teams to see how championship ready they might be.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Here's Moran. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Brooks outside. To the inside. And stolen by Paul. In transition, here come the Suns. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Paul passes to Aiden. The shot won't fall. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Well, Smitty with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Paul finds Aiden. The Grizzlies pull it in. Up top, Brooks. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Adams. And stolen by Paul. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
What else is new? Booker, one of the best shot makers in the game. Still underrated in some circles.
Morant, pass to Adams. Brooks outside. And Aiden pulls it down. The Suns have gone only 1 of 6 so far. Floats one. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Morant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
2 shots.
And Morant drops them both. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. There's something that has really brought this group together.
Pass to Bain. Pulls it. And play stops as it looks like an over-the-back call here.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Couldn't have been more obvious about it. That's just a lack of discipline, not the way you're taught to do it.
Paul passes to Aiden. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Bridges against Brooks. Inside. Here's Adams.
2 minutes remaining in the
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Watch how Adams puts his physique to work, grinding up the defense and finding an inside shot.
Outside Paul. Outside Johnson. Good on the bucket.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The young fella usually goes about his business, but on that play, it was a highlight reel from Jaren Jackson.
Johnson with it. 4-3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Back to Brooks. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Paul can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Morant, the pass to Bain. Outside for Morant. Brooks from outside. And no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Paul. It's tipped.
On the block shot, Dillon won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Stolen by Ayton. Bridges, left side. Let's go with a 3. Sinks the tray.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Outside Morant. Fires the 3. The shot off that time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Phoenix.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Puts the move on. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And some will remember that Desmond Bain was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Takes it inside.
Blocking foul called on Chris Paul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. Jackson can't get it to go. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bain earlier in the draft.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Outside for Brooks. Jackson with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Jackson, the pass to Bain. Jackson drawing the double team. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sends shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Bridges outside. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Bridges has got 5 now.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Moran against Paul. Outside for Brooks. Stolen by Bridges. Now here's Booker. Tightly guarded. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Memphis leading. Jackson. Pass to Adams. Going inside. Outside Bain. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor. That magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, can be a nightmare for the opponent.
And yep, it's good.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
2 minutes
From deep, Morant.
2 minutes.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Paul. Pass to Aiden. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Brooks with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Here's Jackson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
For a big man to be that fluid and that coordinated as a runner, it's a huge advantage. Jaren Jackson getting it done in transition.
Here's Aiden. Stolen by Jackson. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Bain. From deep. The Suns clear it. Aiden's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Booker. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Fantastic decision making. Aiden electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Paul against Morant. There's 49 seconds left in the second. Nice D from Paul.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Booker. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Three-pointer, Brooks. Tries to keep it alive. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. It's Bridges on the wing. The kick out to Paul. Out to the right wing. Aiden passes to Bridges. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
And we're through the first half of play here at Wembley.
18. The Grizzlies, 22.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in it to 5.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Aiden signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Aiden walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Aiden to remain a contender.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Here's Morant. Basket counts. Morant's got 10 points.
With the ball on the string, Ja Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. Bain, the pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
It's tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Ball against Morant. Paul passes to Booker. Yep, that one goes. He's got 9.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Pass to Brooks. Nice D from Bridges. The Suns trailing. Here's Johnson, and here's Aiden. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too, and he'll go to the line. That's on Steven Adams. The free throw's off from Aiden.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Aiden is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy. Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Tipped. Paul for 3. The rebound by Jackson.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Outside for Booker. Right side Johnson. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Booker against Bane from 20 feet.
I love how aggressive Bane is on defense. He doesn't give his man much room to work with.
Here's Brooks. Can't get it to drop. Nice D from Bridges. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Bridges.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Morant finds Adams. Jackson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson on the wing. Lets it fly. A good-looking shot from the wing. Jackson's got 6 points.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Outside Paul. The kick out to Johnson from behind the arc. And Morant clears the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Down low. Pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Three-pointer. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Another shot. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now. It's Booker on the wing. It's deflected.
Phoenix foul. Cameron Johnson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
30 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Brooks a screen on Paul. Here's Morant. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
At the line for Phoenix, Mikal Bridges.
That's good from Bridges.
2 shots.
Bridges hits them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Ball against Morant. Jackson outside. He got it up. And that's not going to go. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies out in front.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He went after his players about their poor defense in the paint, saying, quote, "You're showing no fight down there. You're letting them get any shot they want, and they're feasting on us. Show some toughness and push back, guys."
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons, who play in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Booker, the pass to Aiden. And the layup is good off the glass.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Outside Morant. Looking to get back on track. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Outside Paul. Oh, Morant with the block.
Flying around the court, Morant can block shots both on ball and in help.
Jackson on the wing. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Booker. Pass to Aiden. Oh, and the jam by Aiden. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Yeah, looking at Aiden using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Timeout called. Memphis.
Timeout called for Memphis. Get on your feet and give a warm welcome to you.
The Grizzlies have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Outside Bane. The three. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game.
Beautiful mechanics from Desmond Bane. Doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
To get it again. Oh, are you kidding me?
Amazing. Wow, we've seen Aiden step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Here's Morant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to... And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place,
2 shots.
The previous play is under
personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the official...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Outside Paul. From deep three-point range.
2 minutes.
Here's Bridges. Back to Paul. Pass to Bridges. 4 on the clock. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Morant with it. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
1:19 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Booker. Fires the 3. The shot misses. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Morant. outside Bane. Jackson for three. Nails it from three. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Want to impress scouts? Stand 6'11" and hit the three with consistency. Jackson has such a bright future.
And he buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
And I think the crowd is admiring the long-range duel.
Now here's Morant. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. And the dunk by Jackson.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
From deep, Bane. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Now Jackson. No good there. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
a terrific all-star. Trending well for sure, Dave. Thanks. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Hits the three-point bomb. And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
Now, here's Bain. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Bain passes to Adams. Jackson has the open look. No good on the 3. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Russell with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And here's Morant. We play just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Brooks. A 3-ball. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Right side, Edwards. Sinks the triple.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now here's Morant. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Inside, here's Brooks. Back to Bain. Shot clock at 5. Driving the lane.
A nice hustle by Russell, trying to make himself into more of a two-way player.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the block. Oh, my goodness. What a play. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. It's Russell with the drive. Over Morant. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Jackson. Goes up on the wing. Gobert pulls it in.
Now I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
That bucket in no time at all. Edwards got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Minnesota. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
2 minutes remaining.
There's the 3.
2 minutes.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. Towns, the pass to Prince. Plays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
How about the quick guys there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Morant with a wide open look. Morant with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Russell. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Morant. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes it to Jackson. Towns with the steal. The Timberwolves gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Free throw good, Russell. There's a minute left in the first quarter. Shoots the 3. Brooks grabs the board. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Edwards. Baseline try. Pass to Towns. Launches it. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Edwards. Can't hit from in close.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the lead just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
You know Ja Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And finished off by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Here's Gobert. The feed to Russell. Outside, Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. The rebound by Steven Adams. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing here by 8. From downtown. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Prince in the corner. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot. Prince has got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Now Morant. 5 points in the game. Bain passes to Adams. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Edwards kicks to Prince. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Strong moves to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
The drive by Russell. Outside, Edwards. Stolen away. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Adams finds Jackson. And stolen by Russell. Edwards inside.
Oh! Wow. Gotta love that one.
Wow.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Morant passes to Bain. There's the dish to Adams. Out to Morant. From deep three-point range and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota leading by 12. Here's Russell. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Edwards. 11 points in the game. The three. And another three for Minnesota.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And Adams kicks to Brooks. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Brooks has got 6.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Edwards passes to Russell. Down low. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Morant. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is... Thank you, David. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So on the floor for Memphis, the wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota.
Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now here's Morant for 3. He can't get that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Adams kicks to Brooks. Back to Adams. And stolen by Russell. And they're on the break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the layup is good. Russell's got 5.
You also love that Bain absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
On the wing, Brooks. The pass to Bain. It's stolen by Gobert. To the paint. And the rejection by Jackson. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Edwards looking it over. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
At the line for 3.
And he makes all 3. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Morant outside. Pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Russell passes to Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Basket good. And that's now 19 points for Anthony Edwards.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Brooks with no one around. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. Now, here is Russell. He's got 5 to the left side wing. Towns wide open. The offensive rebound, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got 8 points here in this quarter.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Passes it to Brooks. And they double up Morant. Here's Jackson. Good on the shot. Jackson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Inside Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
Here's Russell. It's rebounded by Memphis. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. And they pick up 2.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Back to Morant. Edwards against Bain. 5 to shoot. Brooks kicks to Bain. This one for 3. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. Bain against Edwards. Shot clock at 3. Bain passes to Adams. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
That was let's say that was an odd play. You don't see misconnections like that too often.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Outside Russell. From outside the arc. Here's Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs loving their passing skills, we noticed.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Adams right side. And Adams with the slam.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Up top, Russell. Guarded by Morant. Edwards passes to Russell, and the shot goes down. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
The gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Out to Brooks. Jacks up a three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Russell from long range. The pass to Gobert. There's the lob to Towns. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The three from Morant. That shot off. Timberwolves leading by 13. Outside Edwards. Fires for three. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Well, he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Prince misses. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 14-point game. Towns against Brooks. Bain kicks to Brooks. Here's the 3. Here's Adams. Out to Morant. The tray. Here's Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders are just forced to foul him.
Both good from the line that time. Timberwolves leading by 12. Russell with it. It's Edwards on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Morant passes to Brooks. Takes a 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Edwards. Count it, good. Edwards got 13 points in the second half alone.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces. As it appears, it'll be a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Russell passes to Edwards. The 3 ball. Brooks grabs the board.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
So Minnesota takes the win. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused.
expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Now here's Towns. 18 feet out. And Ayton pulls it down.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Now Paul. Top of the key. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
The 3 from Russell. And Ayton pulls it down. Tipped. Outside Paul. To the middle. Here's Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find. What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Here's Booker, following the score by Minnesota. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Just over a minute and a half in. Here's Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
The kick out to Johnson. Back to Booker. Rebound, Minnesota.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Edwards. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Booker. Bridges against McDaniels. Bridges passes to Johnson. Back to Bridges. Over McDaniels. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Nice move. Russell finds Towns. That evens the score.
Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
Now here's Paul. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Stolen by Booker.
Remaining in the first, 2 minutes.
Johnson against Towns. Outside Paul. It's tipped. Russell with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns. Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and considering the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here's Minnesota now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Russell against Paul. Takes a turnaround, Jay.
I'll tell you, you cannot shake Chris Paul when he's locked in. His defense is as good as it gets.
Edwards against Bridges. Outside Johnson. Over Towns. Phoenix no good that time either. Minnesota in the lead. falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Assisted by
Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
If Karl Anthony Towns carves space and is in the painted area, it's going to go in the basket. He's that good.
Booker no good.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Right side Paul. Inside. Here's Bridges. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bridges has got his second basket.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Paul with a steal. It's Booker on the wing. From deep, Johnson. No good. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish, my goodness, the stifle tower with the score.
Here's Booker from deep, Johnson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Edwards, stolen by Booker. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Johnson with nobody on him. He buries that jumper.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Here's Russell. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Booker against Edwards. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Minnesota on D. They lead by 4. And stolen by Edwards.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Pass to Gobert. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Three-pointer, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
And he lays it up and in. Ayton's got his first points in this one.
Well, this guy is so good in transition situations. DeAndre Ayton runs the floor like a deer.
Russell attacking. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. For 3. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves. Towns for 3. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
Paul with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Out to Bridges. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Here's Johnson. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Outside for Russell. Back to Edwards. Pass to Russell. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Booker. And they're pushing it up. Bridges passes to Johnson. down low. Ball finds Ayton. And Ayton with the stop.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity.
Russell against Paul. Edwards, a pass to Russell. Edwards against Booker. Lets it go from the wing. Edwards can't hit. The Suns have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Pass to Paul. Here's Ayton. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
Now here's Booker. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 11. Here's Towns. That shot, no good. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Timberwolves ball. Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, Taurean Prince.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
Your Suns, 16. The Timberwolves, 18.
Just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Paul can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. Paul with a steal. Booker finds Johnson to the inside. Here's Paul. Banked it in off the glass. Paul's got his second basket of the game. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question. Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Edwards. 6 points for him. Pass to Towns. Over Johnson. Towns can't get it to go. The Suns trailing. Now Ayton. From deep, Johnson fires in the triple. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Russell. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Edwards got 8 points.
Edwards well covered on the interior, scores through the contest.
Now here's Booker. Launches it. Doesn't go for him.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Edwards can't hit. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Ayton finds Booker. It's Booker on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Aiden. 14 feet away. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Prince can't hit. Phoenix is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Over Gobert. Back to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 10.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Back to Russell. No one near him. Offensive board. Here's Gobert. And he can't get that one. And stolen by Gobert. It's hauled in by the Suns. Aiden's got rebound number 7 tonight. Right side Booker. Bridges against Edwards. Bridges passes to Johnson. Here's the 3. No good that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Right wing. Towns against Johnson. Towns passes to Russell. With the crossover. Back to Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Towns has got 11.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has that face-up three-point shot definitely in the offensive arsenal. You better put a hand up.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The T-Wolves on top, up by 5. And we're just moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Edwards can't hit.
Oh, you have to love that effort. Getting after the basketball, fighting for a possession.
Booker, pass to Aiden. And the layup falls.
Well, DeAndre Ayton should own the paint. Nice touch there.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. It's stolen by Johnson. It's Bridges on the wing. And he lobs it up. And Ayton with the stuff.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Towns with the ball. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Right side Edwards. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside Booker to take the lead. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Outside Paul. Outside Johnson. Pass to Booker. 6 to shoot. Bridges outside. Back to Booker. Looking to end this cold spell. Ayton. Good D by Gobert.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Stolen by Ayton. It's Booker on the wing. Outside Paul. There's the screen by Johnson. Ball passes to Ayton. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards.
And Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. To the right side. Fires it. That one off the back iron and out. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Here's Bridges. Outside Paul. And he lobs it up to the rim. Ayton, no good.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Paul with the bucket.
If anything, you know you can count on Chris Paul to deliver in the clutch. He is so competitive, so tough.
Russell against Paul. Puts it up from 12. Pass to Towns. The three is up. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Well, just putting the ball on the deck. Towns so aggressive in everything he does.
Bridges outside. And here's Ayton. Bridges finds Ayton. 55 seconds left to play in the fourth. Clock at 6. Here's Bridges. The Suns need to get off a shot. From deep, Johnson. Oh, he nails it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Russell. Outside Edwards. The ball's knocked loose. In transition, here come the Suns. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Pass to Johnson from behind the arc. Edwards pulls it in. And the Suns pushing it up now. And there's the lob. Money.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you...
All right, Allie, good stuff there.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. And with these teams, Brent, we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Now here's Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Adams. Out to Morant. Offensive rebound. There's the drive. And finished off by Morant.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Ball outside. Sweet move. Kicks it out to Johnson. Takes it off the glass.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And here is Paul. After Dillon Brooks was able to get the triple. Kicks it out to Booker. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Brooks has got 6.
And you have to like how active Brooks is on the floor. Working hard to be where his team needs him on that break.
Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Inside. And Adams with the slam.
Well, tough to stick with Steven Adams on that play. Great at diving into the open space after the massive screen.
Paul against Morant. And the shot is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Morant outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Both free throws good from Morant.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Now here's Morant. Brooks with no one around. No good from outside. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Stolen by Brooks. And it's Memphis on the break. And Adams with the slam.
You might ask for help down there. You got to push Steven Adams out of the paint. You can't give him good looks like that.
Bain against Booker. Stripped away. And again, Memphis running the court in transition. Jackson finds Bain.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
On the wing, Johnson. Back to Paul. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And then Morant rams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Booker with no one around, off the left rim and out.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your percentages.
Payne for three. Doesn't go that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Johnson with it. Now defended by Adams. Ayton inside. Jackson on him. And it's Ayton missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And there's the pass to Adams. From deep, Brooks. And it's Ayton with the rebound. To the middle, 2 on the clock. And then Johnson with the jam.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Well, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
He doesn't get the second one. Brent, it's been well documented. Three-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. And we've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing this shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, and more talented to make them. So the three-pointer is going nowhere, Kevin.
And Adams sends it back.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. Suns trail by 8. Paul outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Well, Ayton and efficiency go hand in hand. I mean, this guy's field goal percentage is on cloud 9.
Here's Morant. Bridges with some nice defense.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Paul. And the layup falls. Paul's got 6.
Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Morant surveying the D. Outside, Bain. Jackson finds Morant. Rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Booker's shot is good.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant outside. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
On the wing, Brooks. 1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. To the wing right side. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Paul looking over the floor. Johnson outside. In the corner, it's Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Here's Paul. His first shot coming late. Bridges misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. Here's Ayton. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
For Phoenix, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Here's Morant. 11 points in the game. And finished off by Morant.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Paul against Morant. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the Suns miss again. For Memphis, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Bain passes to Adams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Brooks finds Adams. Shoots it up. Out to Morant. The 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Morant's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, pretty stroke on Morant's long-range bomb.
Thanks, David. And
Your Grizzlies, 31. The Suns, 21.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here is Paul. After the three-pointer from Desmond Bain. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Brooks from outside. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Chris Paul. Bain passes to Adams. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Adams has got 10.
Steven Adams, a workhorse down low like that. Once he's got position, he'll want the ball.
Paul passes to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Three-pointer, Brooks. They get it back. Here's Adams. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor with the basket.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Lays it up off the glass.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Morant with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got 19 points.
This is what Morant does best. A natural scorer who does it in a variety of ways.
Johnson can't get it to go.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Morant. It's not going to go for him. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Yeah, awkward shot there. I mean, creative on the leaner, but the D just made it too difficult for him to convert.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. Suns trail by 14. 1:51 left in the third. Here's Booker. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Booker's got 6.
The fluid shooting motion of Devin Booker, so effortless.
Ball against Morant. Kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Fast break, here come the Suns. Johnson's got the ball, and yes, it's good. He's got 8.
Just Booker can score when it looks so difficult. What an impact on that end.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Morant passes to Brooks. Back to Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
He's just so dynamic. Hit that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Ball stolen. The Grizzlies have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
First team at the line for you.
That's good from Morant. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. There's Jackson with the 3. Out to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Now here's Morant for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker in the post. Guarded by Bain.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
76% from the line a season ago.
Brooks outside. And again, Memphis no good. Booker inside. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Please give a big round of applause.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
Morant outside. And Adams kicks to Brooks. Looking to get it going. Outside for Jackson. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Bridges passes to Johnson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Outside, Bain. Pass to Jackson. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Brooks misses. It's stolen by Adams. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Adams finds Brooks. Back to Adams. Right side Bain.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like to see him active on the defensive end.
Wound up there for Johnson. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. In the corner, it's Bain. Fires the 3, and there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Morant left side. Jackson has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
And that one's good, Ayton.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Phoenix ball.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. A 12-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Ball against Morant. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. A finish, and Morant throws it down.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
1:44 left in the 4th quarter. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. It's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Now here's Morant. Bain kicks to Morant. There's the triple. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Booker the pass to Bridges. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're so efficient right now on offense. Bridges picking up his spots and recognizing when to strike.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Morant outside. Passes it to Jackson. The 19-foot shot. That one a little long.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Memphis.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
Paul dishes to Johnson. And here's Booker from the arc. That one's not going to go. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win, one where they clearly show. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our